Leora and Callie are explorers. They embrace the unknown and live life to its fullest. They travel to new frontiers, literally and metaphorically. Let us now take some time to listen to the messages that you have prepared for one another.
When I put my belongings in storage and left the Bay Area on that quest to find a new home, I had no idea that this adventure would bring me to you. For the first time and somewhat apprehensively, I joined a couple of dating apps. To my surprise, when I swiped right, it's a match appeared. So I acknowledged that we matched and how late it was and let you know I looked forward to connecting with you the next day. And a simple, sweet dreams came back. This was the first time I was going on somewhat of a blind date. You were so easy to talk with and took every opportunity to ask me fun questions and make me feel more comfortable. You even showed me your cool pocket knife and made fun of yourself for it. From the get-go, I felt I could trust you, and I did what women are never supposed to do when they meet a man for the first time. I allowed you to take me away from a public place in your truck so that we could go to dinner. And I joked that since you'd already shown me your knife, you better not take me down a dark alley too. Which, due to missing a turn, you eventually had to, and we laughed our way to the restaurant. When you asked if you could kiss me at the end of the night, I got more than I could have ever imagined. These past 5 years with you have been the most joyful years of my life. When I was terribly ill for the better part of my pregnancy, you took amazing care of me, and in the 54 hours of labor and months of recovery, you did pretty much everything right. I love the sound of your voice and the way you sing and laughing until we cried. I will always remember the tears of joy we shed together when we pulled into our driveway with our brand new baby.
When we first met, you were so much fun and exciting, but you were mysterious too, and I loved that. You were into witchy stuff. You were connected to your spirit, to the earth, and I knew that you could help me to become a better person. Now, when I first met your dad, after about a year of dating, I spent all evening waiting for the right time to ask for his blessing. I've never told you this. It wasn't until a few years later that we were with him again, visiting in Arizona, and when I finally had a moment with him, I asked him, Tom, can I ask you something? I'd like to marry your daughter, and I'd like to know if I have your blessing, and I've never seen a grown man smile so big. He said, what took you so long? Yes, of course. A few months later, it all came together. I proposed to you one night by a campfire in one of my favorite places in the world. In fact, just on the other side of the mountain. I mean, I knew you were gonna say yes, but thankfully you did. This is magic. This is creation. And together we create something uniquely beautiful and new, something containing a power of its own. Leora Marie Pangburn, I'm so grateful for what we've created so far, and I can't wait to discover what we will create together for the rest of our lives. You are the one I want, and I'm honored to be that one for you. I love you so much, honey. Now let's do something about that last name.
I vow to remember that laughter, play, music, dance, prayer, and meditation are all good medicine, and we'll continue to weave them into our life.
I vow to be a safe place where you can be yourself, especially when you feel vulnerable, and I promise to allow myself to be fully seen by you.
I vow to do everything possible to nurture and protect the health and well-being of our relationship and family. I vow to be there for you when you need me.
I vow to offer nurturing and patience when we inevitably encounter loss. I vow to grow my capacity to listen and to be present, especially when it's needed most.
I vow to take responsibility for the consequences of my actions, both intentional and unintentional.
I vow to make the journey back to my heart in times of marital difficulty.
And do whatever is required to repair a relationship, including seeking professional support. I vow to make all important decisions
that affect our relationship and our family together. I vow to show you my love with words of affirmation,
through touch, by acts of service, and by spending quality time together.
I vow to acknowledge and wholeheartedly receive your gifts of love.
I vow to do things with you that you like to do more than I do, knowing that it strengthens our connection. I vow to hold our love life as sacred and to honor its importance in staying deeply connected.
I vow to always see your body as precious and to take care of you as we grow old together. I vow to take care of my body, mind, and spirit, and to accept your encouragement when you see that I need it.
I vow to remain curious about who you are and who you continue to become.
I vow to encourage you to explore your passions and to follow your heart's calling. I vow to remember that every day you're choosing me and to be grateful for that.
I vow to remember that every day you're choosing me and to be grateful for that.
Leora and Callie, having witnessed this ceremony in front of all of those assembled here today, and by the authority entrusted to me, by the universallifechurch.com. I pronounce with great joy that you are now married. Leora and Callie Schneider, you may now kiss as partners in marriage.